Well, hi there, everybody. Good Wednesday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here early on this Wednesday, where there are still a few lingering showers in eastern Nebraska, mainly southeast Nebraska, on the backside of this powerful area of low pressure. And that's, of course, that's what brought us the very strong winds yesterday. We had some severe weather in southeast Nebraska, but more of us dealt with just the really nasty winds. We had wind gusts, and I'll just kind of mention some of them real quick here. Some of the top wind gusts that we saw around the area. Some places as much as 70 miles per hour. I saw a 71.5 mile per hour wind gust in Broken Bow. There were many places with tree damage, trees on homes, trees landing on cars, power outages, power lines down. Doniphan had the peak wind gust in south central Nebraska at 67 miles per hour. But there were many other places at 64 miles per hour just northeast of Grand Island, Roseland 65 miles per hour, Elma 63, Kearney 63 just south and southeast of town. Oxford 62, Hastings 62, Cozad 61, Waco, Nebraska 61. So they're all over the place. 60 mile per hour wind gusts northeast of Kearney. So yeah, some very strong winds all over the place out there, enough to do damage. And I saw at one point yesterday, I think North Platte had a 70 mile per hour wind gust. These are just for south central Nebraska. Let's see if I can find any. I don't know if I'm able to find any for other areas. 71 in Broken Bow was one of the higher ones in the viewing area. I don't think there were as many reported out of the Omaha area. I think 62 in the Columbus area there. 63 mile per hour wind gusts just south and southwest of Lincoln. So really strong winds around the area yesterday and last night, but those have started to taper off a little bit. Now watch the arrows today. Now first off, precipitation, that's going to move off to these clouds clearing out, but watch these arrows. They're going to pick back up again today. Not as bad as yesterday, nowhere near to the level of yesterday. We won't see destructive winds, but it will be a little on the windy side still for today. If you can get past that, today looks like a fantastic day otherwise here. Late in the day, maybe a few cumulus clouds, fair weather cumulus clouds during the afternoon hours and during the evening. Watch those winds. Look at those arrows just die down tonight. The winds are going to be fairly light overnight tonight, remaining under 10 miles per hour, and they're going to stay that way going through tomorrow. We're going to keep the sunshine around with lighter winds. It is going to be a little bit warmer out there for your day on Thursday, but otherwise a very quiet day expected. So highs today into the 70s. This is below average for this time of the year, and one of the nicest days that we'll see in the week ahead. Like I said, if you can get the wind out of your mind and not be too bothered by the wind today, it should be a really nice day. We'll drop back into the 50s tonight, perhaps a few spots into the upper 40s, so cool-ish, a little below average for this time of the year. And then as we get into tomorrow, 80s returning, so we're in the low to mid 80s, perhaps a few upper 80s in the south and the southeast. Tomorrow night, not quite as cool. We'll see 50s to around 60 degrees. And then as we get into your Friday, a little bit more wind than Thursday, but still only about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And temperatures inching up a little bit more. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures up into the mid and upper 80s, possibly getting close to 90 in spots. So that is the next 3 days. As we kind of sum that up in the Tri-Cities forecast here. Again, it does heat up a little bit, but we're probably talking a little more heat down the road. Now, there is some complication to the forecast early next week here and even this weekend. Models are kind of split on how much heat starts to build in. Some actually keep cooler temperatures around where we may see 80s. Others are getting us into the 90s. So I'm playing middle ground right there, right around 90 degrees. But there's potential for hotter conditions, but there's also potential to be a little bit cooler. Winds get a little stronger over the weekend and early next week, not to the level of what we dealt with yesterday, but maybe more like, Sunday could be more like today. A little on the windy side out there for today. That's what we could see again on Sunday. I kept out chances of moisture in the forecast for Sunday and Monday. A few models hinted some very light precipitation. I don't think we'll see a whole lot. And then as we get down the road here, beyond Tuesday and beyond here, that's when we start to see even more heat build in. And now again, below average today, but otherwise we're all above average for the rest of that long-range 10-day forecast. And again, there are signs that around the 17th, 18th of June, that's when we could see peak heating. We could be talking about mid, and I think we could even see upper 90s to near 100 degrees. And with a mainly dry forecast over the next 10 days, this is where you start to sneak into more drought-like conditions out there. I want to go back real quick here to one thing and show you what we've seen just over the last couple of days. This is the last 2 days when it comes to how much moisture we've seen. And yes, there was a lot of rainfall to the northwest on Monday with all the severe weather they had there. There were some pockets of heavy rain to the southeast, but the Tri-Cities really didn't get a whole lot. Kearney got a decent amount. It was about 1 to 3 inches there, but Grand Island and Hastings didn't get a whole lot over the last couple of days. Which for my house, I'm fine with that. I'm still pumping out water since the all the rain we had on Memorial Day weekend. But with a very dry and potentially hot forecast down the road here, we may start to creep back into drought conditions down the road. We're not too bad right now, but you can easily get back into that with summer-like heat that could be building in. So that is a concern down the road. So I'm going to go back and show you that 10-day forecast one more time here. Again, going to creep back towards hot, dry conditions. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on as we get down the road towards the middle and end of this month, as if we start to inch into the drought category here. So with that, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for watching on this Wednesday. Until next time, enjoy your day. It should be a nice one if you don't mind that wind. Talk to y'all later. God bless. Bye.